Hello gamers, welcome to this video. In this video, you are going to know the name of some of the most amazing and popular games ever, that you can run on your low specs PC. Games that I am going to tell in this video can be played on 1 to 2 gigabytes of RAM, and those games do not contain any pixelated graphics. Simply I mean that graphics of these games are not going to be bad and choppy, and also these games are going to be fun when played, and I covered many type of genres, means many different category of games such as shooting, racing, first-person shooter, open world, action etc. Without wasting any more time, let's get started, but before it don't forget to check out my other videos, it can be helpful for you if you have a low-end PC, so let's roll the intro. On the number 5 we have, Far Cry 1. Far Cry is a first-person shooter game developed by Thnx and published by Ubisoft. It is the first installment in the Far Cry series. This game is set on a mysterious tropical archipelago. Far Cry follows ex-Special Forces soldier Jack Carver, as he searches for a journalist he was escorting after she went missing, when their boat was destroyed by mercenaries. The game is played from a first-person view and allows the player to use various weapons and tools as well as take advantage of their environments. The open maps allow the player to complete their objectives in several different manners. When outdoors, the player is usually presented with a fairly simple set of possible routes to their objective, but these do not necessarily have to be used. The jungle of the world tends to sprawl out in all directions, allowing players to achieve different angles for assaults, or even completely circumvent enemies. Moving on the next spot, we have The Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk is a video game based on the Marvel superhero Hulk and the 2008 film. The game plays much like Ultimate Destruction because of its free roam gameplay and its similar controls. The main enemies in the game include Abomination, UFOs, Beast, the Enclave, and the United States Army led by General Thunderbolt Ross and Major Glenn Talbot. This is an open world game and you have to complete some tasks to unlock your special ability. Give this game a try, it's really worth. On the number 3 spot we have, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Need for Speed Most Wanted is a 2005 open world racing video game. The game focuses on street racing-oriented gameplay involving a selection of events and racing circuits found within the fictional city of Rockport, with the game's main story involving players taking on 15 of the city's most elite street racers to become the most wanted racer of the group in order to get their car back from the antagonist, while developing a feud with the city's police department in the process. In the game, players take part in illegal street races across Most Wanted setting, utilizing a variety of licensed real-world cars, available at the time of the game's development and release, that can be upgraded and customized with new parts, while contending with the involvement of the police in their efforts to impede the player. Racing events feature a mixture of competitive racing across circuit or point-to-point races, and checkpoint, sprint, and drag races. The game features 3 modes of play: career, quick race, and challenge series, with a 4th mode allowing for multiplayer being available to players on certain console editions. On the number 2 we have, Total Overdose, a gunslinger's tale in Mexico, commonly referred to as simply Total Overdose, is an open-world third-person shooter video game developed by Deadline Games and published by Cygames. Total Overdose is a third-person shooter open-world action/adventure game. Players assume control of Ramiro, Tommy, and Ernesto. The most playable character in the game is Ramiro, while Tommy and Ernesto can be played only in the 2 beginning missions. The game parodies Robert Rodriguez's Mexico trilogy. Throughout the game, players can run and dive and have the ability to use weapons including shotguns, rifles, handguns, and rocket launchers. While outside the missions the player can explore the open world of the game, but some regions will be available only during certain missions. The game features cheap and special cars. The special cars include Conquistador, orange dirt bike, purple and flame pickup, tow truck, DEA and military SUVs. Players have the ability to shot dodge, during which the player dives in any direction with a slow motion effect. This move gives players more accuracy in shooting enemies in combat. Loco moves are special attacks which players can pick up by scoring large numbers of points and combo kills. These moves can be used for eliminating heavy and a group of enemies. Players can perform 7 different kinds of Loco moves: Golden Gun, Tornado, El Toro, El Mariachi, Sombrero of Death, Explosive Piñata and Mad Wrestler. Before moving on number 1 spot, I want to just say that making this 6 minutes video takes so much time of hard work, so if you want, then leave a like and, if interested in my content, subscribe this fellow's channel. Call of Duty 2 is a 2005 first-person shooter video game developed by Infinity Ward and published by Activision in most regions of the world. It is the second installment of the Call of Duty series. The game is set during World War II and the campaign mode is experienced through the perspectives of 4 soldiers, 1 in the Red Army, 1 in the United States Army, and 2 in the British Army. It contains 4 individual campaigns, split into 3 stories, with a total of 27 missions. Call of Duty 2 is a first-person shooter that has a single-player story mode and a multiplayer mode. The player takes on the roles of several allied protagonists in specific missions during World War II. The player can crouch and lie prone, and is able to scale low walls and other obstacles. 2 firearms can be carried, which can be swapped with those left on the battlefield, and both fragmentation and smoke grenades can also be carried. A gun's iron sights can be used to aim more accurately. A compass on the heads-up display, HUD, shows both allies and enemies, and objective markers to indicate locations the player must reach, areas to defend, or enemy cannons or tanks that the player must plant explosives on to disable. That's all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.